I am Nikarasu with the Paparazzu, and in this video, I'll be going over Wolverine suits that I want to see in Marvel's Wolverine. Suits I think should be added to the game. I've always been a big fan of Wolverine. He's always been my favorite member of the X-Men. Now I know that might be base, but I ain't gonna lie now. So I'm definitely looking forward to Marvel's Wolverine. Yeah, if you're someone who's new to my channel and haven't checked them out yet, check out my response videos to people talking about the Wolverine game. I ain't gonna let anyone talk badly about my boy Wolverine. I was inspired to make this video from a video I made 2 years ago about suits that I want to see in Spider-Man 2. So since I made a video on suits that I want to see in Spider-Man 2, I decided that I would also make a video on suits that I want to see in Wolverine. But before I get into it, could you guys do me a quick favor? Could you hit that like button? I would really appreciate it. Starting off this list is Wolverine's classic suit, the good old yellow and blue. For a lot of you, when you think of Wolverine, this is probably the suit that comes first to you. It is an iconic suit. It's only natural that this would be the first suit on the list and to be in the game. It would be like if Insomniac decided not to add a classic suit in the Spider-Man games. You just gotta have the classics. I would imagine that the suit would be called the classic suit in the game. Next up is Wolverine's original suit that he wore when he debuted in the comics, which was the Incredible Hulk issue 180 in 1974. For those of you who don't read or follow comics, now you know. If this suit were to be in the game, I can see it having either of these names. First Class Suit or First Mission Suit. I think both are good, and I think both work. Next is his Weapon X gear, where Logan was experimented on and ended up getting an adamantium. I think this is a great callback to the character's history, which is why I would want it in the game. Next on the list is Wolverine's classic yellow and brown suit. Wolverine first wore this suit in Uncanny X-Men issue 139 in 1980. Like his classic suit, this is also an iconic suit from Wolverine. It'd be a shame if the Wolverine game didn't have this suit. The suit would likely be called the brown suit or something like that. Next up is his suit from the Ultimate Universe. The original Ultimate Marvel Universe. The X-Men suits in this universe were inspired from the suits in the Fox movies. I personally don't care for those suits from the movies, but I do like these ones. For me, they're an improvement over the ones in the movies. The suit would likely be called the Ultimate Suit. From one Ultimate Suit to another, we have Wolverine's new Ultimate Suit from the new Ultimate Universe. This honestly looks incredibly badass. I love the black and red color, and what I really like about this suit is the face mask. It just makes Wolverine even more of a badass in my opinion. I like this one even more than his original Ultimate Suit. The suit would likely be called Ultimate Suit 2.0. Next up is my all-time favorite Wolverine suit, the X-Force suit. Wolverine first wore the suit in the X-Force series in 2008. I love that it's all black, and Wolverine's red eyes just make it even more badass. I'm gonna have this suit on throughout most of my playthrough. If I'm gonna be a badass, then I need to look like a badass as much as possible. Likely the suit would be called the X-Force suit. Next up is the Patch outfit. This is the design for one of Wolverine's most famous storylines from 1988. Because of that, I can see this very well being in the game. Because of its popularity, it needs to be added in the game. Next up is an armor suit that Wolverine wore in 2014. Now you're probably wondering, why the hell does someone who has a healing factor like Wolverine have an armor suit? Well, to answer that question, this was during a time where Wolverine lost his healing factor and he couldn't pop out his claws on his own. He needed this armored suit to protect him and use claws. The Spider-Man games have armored suits, so I don't see why they wouldn't have armored suits in the Wolverine game. The suit would probably be called Armor Suit 1.0. Next up is another armor suit, an armor suit that's made of adamantium. Like with the previous armored suit, Wolverine had lost his healing factor, which is why he needed this armor suit to protect him. This was back in 2020. Out of the two armor suits, I think I like this one more. This suit would likely be called Armor Suit 2.0. Next up is Wolverine's orange suit from the animated series X-Men Evolution. For the first 2 seasons, Wolverine wore the suit before changing it to the black leather suit. I personally thought it was a pretty cool suit, one that I would like to see return in the Wolverine game. This suit would likely be called the Evolution suit. Next up is his Madripoor suit that he wore during the late 80s. Since Madripoor is already confirmed in the game and probably going to play a major role in the game, it's only fitting that they would add this suit. The suit is likely going to be called the Madripoor suit. Or they could call it the Stealth suit, because it looks like it could be used for stealth, and stealth will be in the game, so there's that. Next up is Wolverine's suit from Uncanny X-Men issue 275. He wore a matching uniform alongside the X-Men. Logan was being a team player. I think this suit's going to be called the Uncanny suit. Next up is his Horseman of Death suit from Astonishing X-Men. Now this isn't a usual look for Wolverine. In this storyline, he allowed Apocalypse to brainwash him so he could stop Sabretooth. I think it's yet another badass look for Wolverine. The suit would likely be called Horseman of Death. Now we're about to head to the very last suit that I want to see. And that is the Darkclaw suit. This is from a series where they took Marvel characters and fused them with DC characters. Darkclaw is the fusion of Wolverine and Batman. Now, because of its ties with Batman, I seriously doubt that this is going to be in the game, but I really would like it to be in the game. Now, that's all the suits I can think of that I would want to see in the Wolverine game. Let me know which suit you're looking forward to the most down below in the comments. You can even comment about suits that I didn't mention in this video. Suits that I may not be aware about or that I forgot to add to this list. If you're new to my channel, feel free to check out my other videos, shorts, posts, and subscribe if you haven't already.